Hello everybody, Jackson here from the Wealth Squad today, talking about some discounted stocks to buy now, either for investing or trading. Whatever you do, whatever you deal with, these stocks are worth looking into. First off is Facebook. We're going to look at Facebook, check out the 3-month chart, and we can see from the high of right around 384 to the price now, Facebook is down right around 18.8%. Now this is after earnings. This is after the PayPal Pinterest deal. This is after a big miss on Snap's earnings. You can see this is that reason right here. If you check out the 5-day chart, so we see they had earnings. Earnings weren't very good, so it did fall. But even before then was because Snapchat had earnings. Snapchat fell 25% that day. And after hours, and so this is the day after where Facebook and Snapchat are very close in terms of what they do. So it was apparent that if Snapchat had a bad earnings, Facebook probably wouldn't do very good. So that's why that stock fell at this time, even before the earnings report came out. But yeah, so Facebook is definitely a hurt name. It's been battled down since September, since the start of September, almost into oversold territory, and right around this 300 support line, which I drew out just because of this right here. Maybe we get some more accurate lines here. I think right around here, because of this and that and that. Yeah, that looks good. These two lines, I'll be looking to actually add shares. Right now, you can see it bounced off of that 200 moving average on the year chart. And since it bounced off, it works. But since it broke through in terms on the downside, then it will probably continue on the downside. If it bounced off and kept going up from there, then we would see it continue to go up. But in that case, we did not see that. We saw it go down and broke through that line, meaning it is no longer the closest support. So Facebook, definitely a name to watch. The stock is investing heavily into the metaverse, into VR. So that's why they slipped during earnings, because they're spending a lot more than they used to on research and development. So if you're bullish on that in the long term, then you might as well buy Facebook stock as well on the 18% discount. Next is Visa. So Visa just had earnings, not a very good report. So Visa's also been a pretty heavily batted down name from July, it seems like. Let's check out high of 252, now down 14% to 215. And Visa is one of those stocks that basically always just continues to go up, kind of like Facebook. So you can see since the start, Visa has been climbing, right? And then just this past year or so since COVID, it's right around that beginning of COVID price. It hasn't really moved. Most stocks are 2 times higher than they were before COVID happened, and Visa's right around the same price. So that might be something to worry about in terms of, are they stopping? Are they not growing anymore, or what's going on? So you have to look into that for yourself. However, this earnings report was a good report. You can see a surprise of 7 cents on earnings. They were estimated to make 155 per share, and they made 162. So obviously there's other things besides just the EPS estimate and if it beat or lost expectations in an earnings report, but that is a big thing. And even though they did win, Visa still fell heavily. You can see on the day, fell from 232 down to 220 and eventually settled around 215. And yeah, so Visa is also another big name, top 20 companies that just got beat lately, right? No RSI oversold territory yet. Nothing is dealing with it in terms of moving averages on the 1 year. It does have a lot to go until it hits that 5 year, 200 moving average. In that case, it'll be a huge buying opportunity. But I doubt it does do that. And right now, right around 220 to 215, you know, I think it's a pretty good bet from here. And in terms of like investing, right, you don't want to trade something that moves kind of little, right? But yeah, look into Visa in terms of an investment. Look at their numbers, see what they're doing. They shouldn't be doing anything too wrong. So it could definitely be a good investment just to buy a couple shares off and don't look at it again, right? Because Visa won't be going away anytime soon. And then lastly, we have Lockheed Martin, I'm in crypto, the defense contractor. So you can see down today. Let's check. I guess it's the day after already. So let's see. Lockheed Martin was 376 before earnings report, now at 330, down 12%. And it was a successful earnings report, even though they did lose on revenue. So they beat 24 cents per share on earnings, lost 6% on revenue. They're supposed to make $1 billion more in sales. They did not. But they did make more profit than expected, right? So that should be a good thing. Well, this market is very strict nowadays. So you have to either beat it out of the water or your stock's going to go down. So actually, LMT is borderline oversold, right on that 30 mark. If it goes down any lower, we will see a oversold stock. Until then, right around 337, you can see is a strong support resistance line. Very distinctively hit 1, 2 times. So there's not much going for it. Right here's another one. Yeah, it's kind of hard to chart this one. Maybe right there. But yeah, I think Lockheed Martin's a pretty good name as well. They do have a strong dividend, as well as all of these stocks except for Facebook, even though Visa's dividend isn't very big. Excuse me, it is growing. So Lockheed Martin, another name to watch on the defense side. Another stock that hasn't grown since COVID, right? You can see COVID peak at 362, stock now 337. So you're going to see a lot of consolidation with that dividend and a growing business. You know, I'd be fine holding that stock, right? You should be too. Same with Visa. Facebook, on the other hand, is kind of the more riskier play in terms of it's not going to go to zero, but it might go down further from here. So yeah, that's the spiel, guys. 3 stocks to watch out for. You have Facebook, Visa, and Lockheed Martin, all discounted, all good stocks to invest in, and all big names that aren't going away soon. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel, and watch out for videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thanks.